In a world obsessed with connection, what happens when that connection is violently hijacked? Imagine a quiet Sunday night in 1987. The air is cold. The city of Chicago is settling down. Suddenly, the television screen, the ultimate window to the world, flashes. The sound cuts out. And then, for less than 2 minutes, the American public is shown a vision of digital terror. A man in a rubber mask jerking violently, uttering incomprehensible screams. An act of piracy so brazen, so technically complex, and so quickly executed that 37 years later, it remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in the history of broadcasting. This is the case of the Max Headroom Intrusion. The story starts on November 22, 1987, a day defined by mundane television viewing. At 9:14 p.m., Chicago's WGN-TV was airing the 9 o'clock news. Just as sportscaster Dan Roan was discussing the Bears' recent game, the screen suddenly went black. The audio dissolved into a loud, grating buzz. Within seconds, an unauthorized video feed had completely hijacked the station's signal. The video was chaos. It showed a figure wearing a cheap Max Headroom mask, the character based on a computer-generated host who was popular at the time. The figure swayed oddly, its head bobbing in a grotesque dance. This first intrusion lasted approximately 25 seconds before WGN engineers, realizing the extreme seriousness of the attack. It wasn't a simple cable hack, but a full-scale over-the-air signal override, managed to manually switch frequencies and regain control. It was jarring, unsettling, and quickly dismissed by some as a local prank, albeit an extremely sophisticated one. But the true terror of the Max Headroom case wouldn't appear until 2 hours later, proving this was not an isolated incident, but a determined assault. The perpetrator was not satisfied with 25 seconds of chaos. Around 11:15 p.m., the situation escalated dramatically. PBS affiliate WTTW, broadcasting an episode of the BBC's Doctor Who, was hit. Unlike the WGN hack, the WTTW intrusion was longer, clearer, and featured audio. The broadcast violently tore apart, replaced by the Max Headroom figure, but this time, the audio track was active. A high-pitched, disturbing whine accompanied the figure's distorted electronic voice. He referenced famous commercials, uttering phrases like, "Catch the way," a jab at a Coca-Cola slogan Max Headroom himself advertised. He then awkwardly dropped his pants, only for the camera to pan away and back. The most unsettling part came when the figure was briefly exposed from the waist down by a shadowy woman, holding a fly swatter, who briefly spanked him. This disturbing, surreal tableau, lasting about 90 seconds, was broadcast live into thousands of homes. The WTTW engineers, caught completely off guard, struggled far longer than WGN. The engineers realized the attacker was broadcasting on a signal strength vastly superior to theirs, essentially shouting over their channel. They couldn't simply switch frequencies. They had to manually power down a crucial signal component. When they finally did, the broadcast cut off mid-scream, leaving thousands of viewers shaken, terrified, and utterly confused. The FBI launched an immediate investigation into what they dubbed the most comprehensive and sophisticated act of piracy in U.S. television history. Yet despite the clear legal violations, the FBI failed to identify the perpetrator. The technical hurdles were immense. Theory 1, the insider job. The most logical explanation suggests the attacker had intimate knowledge of the WTW's SCA access, which was used for remote feeds. However, no evidence of insider involvement was ever found. Theory 2, the pirate signal generator. The attacker used a highly directional, high-powered mobile antenna, likely set up on a high rooftop or a tall building near the stations. They needed a direct line of sight to the main transmission tower. The broadcast quality suggests the attacker had professional-grade equipment, not just a ham radio setup. Theory 3. The pop culture statement. Why Max Headroom? The character represented the fusion of technology and corporate culture, a perfect target for media jamming. The message, though garbled, seemed to be an angry anti-establishment screed against consumerism and corporate control. Was this the work of a disgruntled broadcast engineer or a collective of media anarchists? The chilling implication remains. If one person could seize control of public airwaves with such ease, what does that say about the security of all media? The legacy of the Max Headroom intrusion is not the crime itself, but the perfect, haunting silence of its aftermath. A clear, visual crime committed in front of thousands with no suspect, no motive, and no physical trace. 25 seconds at WGN, 90 seconds at WTTW, a total of less than 2 minutes of absolute terrifying control. The Max Headroom intrusion wasn't just a technical stunt. It was a psychological attack, exposing the fragility of the media we trust. The ghost of Max Headroom still flickers on the fringes of the internet, a reminder that the greatest mysteries often hide in plain sight. What do you think happened? Was it a rogue engineer or something more organized? Let us know in the comments below. If you want more analysis of the world's most unexplained events, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We descend into the darkness every week. Thank you for watching.